It looks like we are going to proc his block this turn, though. Anyway, we got the free imp. Second Toxic. Dude, this is such a bad matchup for this Grass Knuckles. If we can roll a 1 here, the Viking's going to pop off. And it does. And it does. I think we just teleport it. There's no Brainana, right? There's no way he can kill a 1-5. Grass Knuckles has no way to kill this. Full block meter. And it's gone. See you later, bro. Making content for you guys is a full-time job, and it's only possible with your support. Click the link in the description to join my Patreon for access to exclusive streams, deep fry podcasts, private video calls, and more. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today will be the first deck that I show you since the actual December balance patch that I will actually be playing quarterly bonus. I did recraft these. So I had uncrafted them because this card was stupid OP, but now it actually is balanced. This does now exactly what it says. Thank you so much to the devs. Huge shout out for making the bug patch that patched this quarterly bonus. It was super oppressive, but now this is actually a really fun card. It's going to make one of your zombies have 4 attack and then do a bonus attack. And I'm really enjoying making decks with this because it's sort of a challenge of which deck would it really be better to run quarterly bonus than the cheaper and overall better alternative, which is going to be Lurch for Lunch. It's cost 2 less and it kind of has the same ability. This can work on minions that have a lot of attack, like even a Viking that has 7 attack. You want to Lurch for Lunch and not quarterly. But the home that I found for it here is Teleimps. Teleimps is a deck anyway I've been wanting to bring back since the balance patch because I think it's really gotten overall better since December. The idea is that since you have so many cards in this deck that have naturally just 1 or 2 attack, you got your Imposters, Neutron Imp, your imp throwing imp has 1, your teleportation zombie that you always run in this deck has 1, so it really does justify running quarterly bonus because it kind of turns all of those little tiny minions that you're swarming around the board, turns them into a real powerhouse, a source of 8 damage, which is almost half of your opponent's health. With the quarterly bonus, and they're very cheap and plentiful. The idea with a Teleimps deck is to control your opponent by teleporting in your imps, hence the name, and then you're gonna come in with some late game threats. Usually the classic old Teleimps relied very heavily on blob. I'm just running this as a 2-of. You don't even need these at all in the deck. The things that I'm really focusing on more, first of all, is a card that has become very, very synergetic with Teleimps, and that's Shield Crusher Viking. The reason this is so much better now since the balance patch with Teleimps is because it is going to get a ton of value from its when played ability. That's what was added to Shield Crusher Viking. Your imps are always going around and proccing the block, filling up your opponent's block meter, and this will just absolutely drain. Just spam this dry on turn 5, and your opponent not blocking against the Teleimps deck. It basically just kind of made all of your imps bullseye retroactively, if you know what I'm saying. The other really cool synergy that Viking has in this deck is with the Cowboy. Cowboy loves to have an empty field and an empty block meter, so the play is going to be to just spam Viking on turn 5, and even if it gets removed, you'll just have teleport Cowboy on turn 6. Watch out for Brainana. In which case you'll just spam Cowboy on the board, and then the teleport Cowboy, this is just going to do 3 and keep on moving lanes and just eliminate the rest of your opponent's health all in one shot. So super synergetic, the Vikings. We are running again a couple of blobs. You want to teleport these in there. So this is a buffed card too. It has 1 extra attack now, and you can just teleport this onto any of your minions on the board, onto the amphibious minions like the Toxic Waste Imp or whatever was thrown in the water, and the blob can just do a ton of damage. No need for brain vendors. I'm running 2 graveyards in this deck, so the obvious reason is for Cowboy. Graveyard, you can play your Cowboy into it, and now it's protected, and then it pops out having 4 attacks, so it does a lot more. There's another reason I'm running. Really wanted to squeeze 2 copies of Graveyard into this deck, even though you have a whole bunch of cheap environments from Huge Gigantacus anyway, and that is because of the Neutron Imp. The combo that I love to do is you have a Neutron Imp on the board, and then you play quarterly bonus, so the base attack now of the Neutron Imp is 4. Then every little environment you spam, whether it be the little cheap graveyard or one of your cheap environments from Huge Gigantacus superpowers does 4 damage essentially to your opponent's face. So you could just like burst them for like 12, 16 really easily. That's a really cool combo. You're drawing a lot of cards with the Imp Commander. I think with the Gravestone, the Imp Commander is overall better. It protects it from Sizzle. You're usually drawing a lot of cards when you play Imp Commander in this deck. Let's get right into the game. So hope you guys enjoy. Really also nice to have Teleportation Zombie and Imp Commander to absorb your opponent's Grave Busters, and that sets up very well the Graveyard Cowboy, which is the card you definitely don't want to get grave busted. That's the explanation. Let's get into the games here, and we will do... Whew, is this a fast? Oh, I didn't put the right deck list up on the board. There's the deck list. And let's do... Honestly, I'm feeling 10 games with this deck. So if you think we are going to win 8 out of 10, vote yes. 7 out of 10 is going to be a no. Over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/FryEmUp. So the thing that you're really looking for is several early game cards, and specifically you really want a teleport. Now, I'm not going to be getting rid of the environment against Nightcap because we got a player on Cycle Cap, but there's our teleport. So that's a perfect starting hand. And we got, anyway, really good matchup against Nightcap because you just have so many little superpowers. Mini Ninja could be good in this deck. I'm running a lot more late game than you typically see in Teleimps. We're running, if you count the Cowboys and the Quarterlies, we're running 5 and we're in 13 late game cards and all the card draws. So I'm going to put this on ground so we can Teleportation Station. I might even debate out the Planet of the Grapes by spamming Station here. And then we'll cover it with the Graveyard the next turn. He won't be expecting extra environments. Yep, we'll just pass. No need not to. He could blow, but it's kind of slow. He could blow, but it's kind of slow. So we want to spam something here. I think the Imp Throwing Imp is probably going to be better next turn. So let's play you to get the teleport. And we're going to play, I think we'll play this here. So we'll have guaranteed teleports next turn. It looks like it's not Cycle Cap, some kind of mushroom cap. And we got Teleport Cowboy locked and loaded here, especially if he Berry Blasts this one right now. I'd love to see that, because then this Cowboy is going to go on an absolute rampage. This deck is probably too slow for the 10 games, but I'll stick with it. Honestly, this is a slow control deck. I don't know why I said 10. I want to really get the good quarterly bonuses. Okay, notable exclusion in this deck was 2 copies of Swabby. I was testing it with the Swabbies because I really wanted Swabby quarterly on 4, which is just 8 damage on turn 4. It's so cool. It's a bit of a meme. You can do that for the memes, but it really was just better to bulk up on a little bit more late game and just like Imposters instead. The Imposter, the fact it draws you another card. Usually you're not... I think Swabby quarterly would be good, but it's a different deck. A much more aggro deck. This is not aggro. This is control. So the 0 cost Swab, you can be able to get that efficient damage exactly on turn 4. It's not really that important for this deck. It's better to get value. Again, there could be a really aggressive, maybe even an Imp deck, but it could just be like a Mustache deck, just anything, and just stick Swabby quarterly in it, and then, just to really, really put the stats on the board. So that guy decided that he didn't want any more of my imps, so that is going to be a quick 1-0. Here we go. Na 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 na. So we are going to... Is Cowboy a really good card against Green Shadow? Teleport Cowboy is. I think I'm going to keep this hand. We have 2 early game cards and 1 of our mid game. I think this is all right. If he puts a Click P on the board, we have a really good answer, which is, again, unless he has second Click P. It's just a quick answer here. I think I'm not, because we're playing for Teleport Cowboy, I'm going to not rush the environment and then stick this inside. We can totally play this patiently. We are the control deck after all. No need to rush here. We really don't have any defensive play this turn though, so we're going to hope that just as Green Shadow passed on turn 1, We'll see the same thing on turn 2. Really wouldn't mind getting a graveyard because it looks like it would be really good here. Oh, it's actually really annoying. I am going to burn this teleport now and see if we can find a 1-cost imp. That was not it. Okay, we'll do this now. Thank you, JD. Oh, this is doing so much damage. You know, all right. Just trying to think how I'm going to do this. The safer play... Like, should I be spamming imposter defensively here? I guess I can always teleport it in. I just really hope we can dodge, like Grave Flick and Bog would be the 2 really good answers here. And luckily, we held on to the imposter here. So we are able to at least soften this up. This is a huge problem, though. We're taking so much heat. In fact, this just dies for free, so I guess this goes here now. Just to block 4 damage. We're taking way too much damage, guys. I mean, way too much. This is not okay. There's a teleport. So we can still teleport Toxic Waste Imp. So that's definitely the play. It's almost always going to be Toxic here. No, 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 no. Wow, bro, come on. It's so much damage. I'm gonna teleport. We have to Toxic here. Like, I could... Sacking the Toxic Waste and basically ensures we don't die this turn. It probably is better just to put it here. If I kill my Toxic Waste right now, I mean, if he rolls a 1, obviously if he's rolling a 1, it's better just to put this here, but... I think we're gonna need this Toxic Waste Imp to really keep him off the board, so I'm gonna I'll die if he rolls this 1 here. Honestly, if I would have sacked the Toxic Waste Imp, I don't know if we get back to that game. He got so lucky. He definitely Virginia rolled us there. Oh well, looks like I made the wrong decision, but that is very sad. Yeah, a really aggressive deck is gonna be good against Teleimps unless you get like a whole bunch of your early game. Come on. Alright, well done. It happens. Here's Grass Knuckles, a historically very good matchup for Teleimps, since he can't deal with the low attack, high health guys, in which this deck is plentiful. Hell yeah. Looking for a 1-drop? Found it.
How about quarterly swabby?
Yep.
Turn 4.
I addressed that. The quarterly swabby. It'll be good for a different deck, a more aggressive deck. Let it go, let it go. Very often you'll see like a forget-me-not scene, just answer it with him throwing imp, which is really cool. So I'll just develop Teleportation Zombie. There isn't too much bad stuff. Even if he puts a Triceratops or a doubled mint, we kill that kind of for free next turn. Got the Gravebuster. Super annoying. So I'll probably just teleport him, throwing him. Pretty good here. Oh, man. Alright, pass. Love to get a cowboy, but just not seeing it. Toxic Waste Imp into teleport. Teleport Neutron is now active, so we'll spam that. Again, not a whole lot of answers, Grass Knuckles to Toxic Waste Imp. A really, really good anti-Grass Knuckles card. This does... Interesting. Blockbuster. I think this is right. Prevents the damage, makes a good trade. I might just spam this Viking here. We can go Viking bonus attack next turn. I think actually charging the opponent's block meter a bit is a good idea. So let's cover Heights lane, and then we'll teleport this on a ground lane. And then we'll just spam Viking, and then use Strike Through Environment next turn. Yeah. Mirror Nut against Toxic Waste It, man. GG. It would be really, really hard for the opponent to pull this off here. I probably should have gone with the Neutron. Oops. It's just a little bit better. It did one bullseye. I should have spammed the neutron, I think. Maybe saving neutron for quarterly is actually right. We don't really have a very big block meter, so I think I'm just gonna go for like teleportation zombie. He's running so much grave removal. I think this is better. We'll do the Viking when it's gonna get a little bit more value. I mean, the Viking's really good. He would have to have exactly a sham rocket. Okay, teleporting it in against Grass Knuckles is right. Maybe I should have spammed one of these. He doesn't have time to shine, so he dies for free. Absolute cinema. So that happens. Let's... Oh, man. I'm just trying to not proc his block. It looks like we are going to proc his block this turn, though. Anyway, we got the free imp. Second Toxic. Dude, this is such a bad matchup for this Grass Knuckles. If we could roll a 1 here, the Viking's going to pop off. And it does. And it does. I think we just teleport it. There's no Brainana, right? There's no way he can kill a 1-5. Grass Knuckles has no way to kill this. Full block meter. And it's gone. See you later, bro. I mean, the synergy between Viking and Teleimps is real, guys. That's crazy. Guaranteed lethal. Got him. Disgusting. Let's go. Intro? Damn, that was brutal. That was free. Pecanolith and Mirror Nut into Toxic is just guaranteed. It's just free. It looks like we might get a finally we're seeing quarterly bonus here. It's a pretty damn good hint. Don't have any teleports, but other than that, pretty good. So I think spamming this right now because we have the tele station is good. He'll probably ignore it, play in a different lane, and then we just do the thing. I think playing this here might be good. Is it? Because it basically locks down the value of this card. Woo! I think we're going to go for the environment instead. It's a little bit better. We don't know that he's going to start playing here. We are way ahead. Significant lag. And we're getting our teleports. So we'll try to go like Cowboy on 4, teleport Cowboy on 5, and then play around the Brainana after that. That is the plan. So we will replenish a card here. Nice. Alright, so it's a Go Nuts deck. He'll go for the value play. I think I just spam Cowboy here. He could get a M.U.G. It's really not that bad. There's no world that we go for quarterly here, no. This really takes out the engine of the deck. 2/3 of the time. If he doesn't get M.U.G. or he doesn't have like a Spring Bean in hand, exactly. That is fine. Does he have one more little team up? Oh, come on. It's so strong. He doesn't actually kill anything on the board, so we're going to be drawing, 2 cards here. This really isn't that bad, even though Citron Super is so oppressive, man. It's a really, really, really good tempo superpower. That's crazy. So there's a lot of things we could do this turn. Quarterly bonus is fine. Even on the Cowboy is fine. There is Teleport Cowboy. We have 2 teleports. So we can teleport Toxic, teleport Imposter too. Yeah, so this is hard pass. This will be the turn that we teleport stuff. Since again, we gotta play around Brainana, the #1 rule in every deck, but particularly the Brainy class. You gotta play around Brainana. Just die to their removal. Do not die to their Brainanas for real. And it looks like Teleport Toxic Waste Imp is gonna absolutely crush this guy right now. It's another Mirror Nut. It's gotta be Teleport Toxic. Did we go Teleport Imposter? There's no real reason to do that. We are going to be completely milled here. Can we not? Yes. Alright, so this strike through just kills everything. Procs the block. We'll take 2 bullseye, it's not a big deal. I guess his root wall could protect that one. Good play. But at the end of the day, the opponent's down to 5. We're sitting on 16 health. Pretty good. So I'm gonna go cowboy, just dry cowboy here. This does play plenty around Brainana, and we're just saving the other 2 in case he somehow removes the cowboy, that we can teleport, you know, imposters somewhere, either to go phase for the win or to block the kind of large amount of damage coming in lane 4. But this will probably put him away if he doesn't have a removal card, that is. And he did it. Bro booked. 3-1. Alright, so I said this, I alluded to this when I explained the deck, but I want to explain it a little bit more. Why is Teleimps such a strong deck now since the patch? It's not only because of the extra 1 attack Blob has. I hope we'll even get a chance to play Blob today. The reason is because aggro has been slowed down. Teleimps is kind of good at controlling like tempo decks, but not as good at controlling really strong aggro decks. They're just putting, you know what I mean? Because teleporting imps, it's a little slow. If you get exactly your right shots with your imp throwing imps, you can cover a lot of lanes and control aggro, but it's not super reliable. So the fastest decks are going to be more the game is much more mid-range. It's slowed down a little bit because there's no more haunted pumpkins or anything like that. I really want a good quarterly bonus game here, so let's spam this on 1. I wonder if I should not be spamming this on 1. I wonder if I should... Okay, well, it looks like it paid off, but Spadao specifically has 2 superpowers to answer this, his ultimate and his meteor. I wonder if I should be teleporting this in a little bit later. I will spam with a lot of bullseye, which is really cool. The quarterly bonus on these bullseye cards is also just devastating because it's so much damage. Who's your favorite anime character? It's definitely Senshi from Delicious in Dungeon. Love that guy. We have teleport, so it's just a free pass, a free chance to make a nice reactive play here. Really would love to see Toxic Waste Imp. I wonder if I should dig for it now. There's also a chance we'll get like a cowboy that I'll start thinking of setting up. All right, so we're gonna do it like this. I wonder if I spam this graveyard right now. It increases the attack. It also kind of disguises this very well, so he won't like play around the card draw. So I think I like that. Someone redeemed the Discord invite. You can do that for 50,000 fries. This has to be better. Just, it's so much card draw. We'll see if he has a grave removal now. There's 3 now. Ugh. Boop. It's fine. But see, we disguise this because it's in the graveyard. So like he doesn't realize we're just drawing 2 cards off of that, which is crazy in this deck to be drawing, man. We're never gonna run out of steam. We should probably be a little bit worried about the 3-nut. Honestly, it's kind of slow. This Viking is so good here. I think we just Viking. I guess this threat is the bigger. This lane is the bigger threat, because even if he shamrockets this, the damage is done. This is so good, guys. It's so good to tell him, man. Come on. It's probably better than Blob at this point. Oh, so he's going to play a team up that has some actual attack. Great play. But honestly, it's fine. We're still drawing. It's ridiculous. The good news is we do not have to play around Brainana when we're playing against Spadao. I really want to try to go for lethal here. The imp throwing imp looks really, really good here too. I don't think quarterly is really going to do enough here. I'm going to go with... we'll go for the quarterly, I think, next turn. And if he removes the imp throwing imp, we'll just spam teleportation. Wow, and he's going with the... Man, these mirror nuts. They're kind of stacking up. We are going to end up now with a minion in the water. Yes, we always get one in the... Oh my gosh, he's doing so much from these mirror nuts, though. The mirror nuts are doing two bullseye in 3 lanes this turn. See if we can get something strong. Oh, this is not quite good enough. Fishy Imp actually would have gone 3 and then 4, which is cool. Oh, come on. We're taking so much damage. At least the armor actually helps us here because we're not taking the heat. We don't quite have double quarterly. We're only at 7. We do have blob, though. So playing for blob in lane 5 looks really, really good. I think because of that, I'll actually just spam this one. It makes it much more likely to get the blob. So we're taking still, unless he has another mirror nut here. Okay. Oh, no. So now we're taking 6 damage. I don't really see a way to get... Oh, wait. Okay, so if we quarterly in 2, we're actually preventing a lot of damage here. We'll take 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, this has to be worth it. Okay, so a defensive quarterly bonus. There wasn't a better play there, right? No. Okay, so we're killing one of the mirror nuts, which is what is causing all the problems here. Now, instead of taking 6 this turn, we're only taking 5, and it'll just be a little bit easier to deal with stuff next turn. There's Toxic. Is that good? It's okay. Oh, I only have 3 health. Damn, the mirror nut's burning us here. So quarterly, oh man, he's got the empty. Okay, so we have. What do we do here? So the block meter's the problem, obviously. There's quarterly and then block. We can only really have 3 more chances. Like Viking drains the block meter, but we can't quarterly. We're just 1 off here. Oh, we can quarterly is probably the play. All right, so it's hard, but we have 2 teleportation zombies. Listen, if he has Brain Anna, he wins. But this is going to be the cleanest way. He has to not get Meteor, though, too. So right now, we're losing in lane 3. He has 3 shots from his Mirror Nut. We don't... Oh, we have this Gravestone we can put here also. Maybe that is the cleanest way. Hold on. We can't drain the block meter, though. Like, we can put a Gravestone here and only do 2. Quarterly, and then he got Bubble already. So it's going to be Meteor, Super, and Rain. Quarterly is the cleanest win here. If we don't get that, we actually can then put the Imp Commander and we still win. Oh, yeah, this is super clean. If he Meteors here, we'll Imp Commander, and then we still can live 1 more turn. We really just need him not to get exactly Meteor, and it's guaranteed. Come on. 1 in 3 chance. We win against Rain, and we win against... Yes, super. Quarterly bonus for the win. For the win. Let's go. Yes. Hell yeah. That's how it's done. Quarterly Teleimps. That's how it's done. Yes. Brain Anna from Primal Walnut. Guys, shut up, okay? At this point, just shush. Chat is trying to jinx it. And so far, the deck is rolling here. Yes. That was a close game, even though, again... See, the Mirror Nut, he just had a lot. I don't even know how he got that many Mirror Nuts onto the board, man. Hell yeah. Oh, lane 4. You guys are right. Lane 4 was guaranteed lethal. What am I doing? You guys are right. Oh my gosh, that was such a throw. You guys are right. I messed it up. Oh no. You guys are 100% right. I totally screwed that up. You put quarterly in 4 because teleportation zombie. He takes 1 damage from the Mirror Nut. I was so afraid to take damage. That was my problem. think I am gonna do this now. There's no spikeweed sector, so this is safe AF. Just to spam teleportation into this. In lane 4, it was guaranteed. It would have been 4 bulls, 4 damage. We'll take 1, and then it's guaranteed 4. Yeah, you guys heard that, right?
3 months ago would have been horrified by
exactly.
saying quarterly for the
Quarterly, finally a fair card. That was a lot. That took 8 brains and and complete dementia. No, true. Bad play. Fail comp. I don't think that's quite exciting enough. Guys, it was BM. Alright, well, we just have free now. And again, I like seeing that big nut because that usually means another slow Picanolith deck. Really would like to get Toxic Waste Imp locked and loaded here. I probably should have made a little bit more room for Cowboy. Like, this should have gone to maybe in 4. I always teleport on turn 3 and get this. It's so annoying. If I'm going for Cowboy here, should have gotten a better Cowboy. That was such a mistake. And just, if I want an Imp Commander, we've got the Viking too. I think drawing cards is probably our #1 priority here, because we really do want to get a Toxic Waste Imp. It will make this matchup so much easier. So we can teleport in the second neutron, but we're gonna spam this. We also are coming up on Viking next turn, so all this is just free bullseye damage. So good. We really don't have an answer to the Picanolith yet, and it will be pretty devastating if we don't get the Toxic, so I'm gonna just literally just dig for it. We'll have 2 teleports, we'll draw probably at least 2 cards here from the Imp Commander if he doesn't Grave Bust it. Camped a Cucumber, unexpected. So in order to not proc his block, I'm gonna pass here. This should just draw 2 cards, build the block meter completely, and then we'll Viking next turn. I'll probably just go teleport Viking, because again, I don't think he has any path of dealing with this 1/4 here. Half a block meter is totally fine. Yep, so hard pass. We also got Graveyard, which is cool. We are completely milled, but that is how you want to be in Teleimps. It's totally fine. Picanolith, honestly, it's not even that scary because we're not taking any damage in 3. We've got 4 here. The Viking would do 5 instead of 7. Like, no big deal. The Viking is so good here, guys. So good. And then we have Cowboys that will theoretically just be doing 5. It's actually... Cowboy is kind of the hard counter to Picanolith. What would I do if he played Pecan in 2, though? That would be wildly irresponsible of him. But probably the best play. I'd probably just go Imposter in 2, Cowboy in 5, and just completely exploit the Picanolith instead of the Viking. Okay, well, bro passed, so that's just gonna be guaranteed lethal now. It's not guaranteed. He'll have 3 health left, and no block meter. This will drain it. It'll drain it again now on the hit. That's why the Viking, you like to be ideally more on the right, but Imp Commander definitely priority, being on the right, so the other Imps draw the cards before the Imp Commander dies. Empty block meter still, la-di-da-di-da. And again, there's no brain nanas, so we just teleport things for free. We can quarterly here, we can do whatever the hell we... Okay, guaranteedly. We're not... Guys, he's not coming back from this one. I'm changing the score. 5-1, easy game. I'm actually glad these games are going a lot quicker than I thought they would. You just gain such an... You don't win on turn 5 usually, but you have such an advantage the opponent just bites the bullet. So I'm happy we still have 4 games left because this is going extremely well. What did we lose to again? We almost lost to my stupidity. What did we actually lose to? Oh yeah, super aggressive Rotavega deck. That was kind of cool, actually. So we have 2 early game cards. We have a teleport, and we'll hopefully grab an environment here. Pass. We have an extra teleport, so we'll just go for the teleport neutron. It's a lot better against Wildberry. I think I'm gonna start putting some pressure on though. This is probably cycle cap. Also, if you play the environment battle, it just makes him take a bunch of damage here, which is kind of fun. Having some things on the board, 2 quarterly is really good. Near, far, where? Hey, Lucky Streak. Oh wow, you're up late. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Cool Bean is interesting. I might just throwing imp that. I really want to go with this and environment next turn. Is preventing 3 damage worth it? It probably is. I think this just standing around the board. Usually the imp will at least have a little bit more attack. So this is preventing damage and putting usually a little bit more pressure. I think having the amphibious imp here is really good. So if this is cycle cap with Cool Bean, which is possible, slows down gravestones, it's a bean. It's going to kind of force the opponent now to start spamming the Planet of the Grapes, which we have the answer to. This gravestone also might make him feel safe to play Planet, because it might be a pogo, theoretically. People still haven't gotten the idea of playing around Imp Commander, it seems. Alright, so this doesn't look like Cycle Cap. There are some weird deck lists. This is a pretty good play. This is a very good play. I can also do this after. All right. I kind of want to show you guys the quarterly bonus thing. It's so good. Getting extra teleports. This really allows us to go for quarterly next turn. It also draws us a card from this Imp Commander. Again, if he gets exactly Nightcap Ultimate, it will screw everything up. But other than that, this will draw us a card from this Imp Commander before it gets bounced. We are... Oh, that lives. Okay. Actions have consequences! That has to be worth it, though. And we're also gaining a teleport, which allows us here, turn 5, to just completely pass and go for quarterly. And worst case scenario, we're teleporting. Oh my gosh, Vikings in the house. Love to see it. I'm really not that concerned for our health here, so let's just quarterly. Or teleport Imp Throwing Imp pretty good. Does Imp Throwing Imp... well, it's dying. I just forget if it gets bounced if it throws. There's a lot of weird inconsistencies. So this... Okay. Alright, there is a glitch. Here's a riddle, guys. Puzzle party. I have tested this already. What if I quarterly this? Does it do 4 or does it do 2? And the answer is actually really, really weird. It's really weird. It's gonna... Should I show you guys? All right. Am I kind of throwing by doing this? For science. Look, he has 10 health, and it's gonna do both. Watch this, just to show you guys. It says 4, but his health goes from 10 to 8. It's a visual bug with quarterly bonus. It's the first card that has ever changed the stats of a zombie. We have onion rings that changes the stats. We have things that give stats, but we don't have any zombies that permanently, I guess Warlord kind of, but like set the zombie, you know, gives them like a value, sets it to a certain value. We don't have anything like that in the game yet. Until quarterly bonus. So there is a visual bug here. It's kind of like 3-nut. When you play cards into black hole, you can sometimes get that problem. Which also means, by the way, Area 22. If you quarterly bonus in Area 22, it will not do 4, it will do 6. It might say 4. I don't know about the visual bug there. It probably is the visual bug. But you will get the you do get the 6 there. This has, by the way, also permanent 4 attack. Look at this in our hand. I love that. That's awesome. I'm gonna play Umbry Nana here and maybe spam this in here because this will have 2 now in this environment, which is awesome. This is like an onion ring card. When it gets bounced in your hand, it does not lose its buff, unlike any other buffs in the game, because the stats have been changed. This is a permanent 4/2, 1 cost 4/2, a neutron him. Do you know how busted this is if we can grab an environment somehow? This is really, really, really good. Look at this monster in our hand. That's fine. In fact, we have room now. So he goes for the Shrinking Violet. We go for the win. Bro did not realize. Bro did not know he bounced this. Game knowledge for the loss. Yes. GG guaranteed. I'm so happy I got an opportunity to show you guys that interaction though. Game mechanics. That's going to the highlight comp too. Yes. It's in Warlord. I guess it's sort of like Warlord. If you Warlord, the difference of like, I don't think it's the same as Warlord though. In fact, it's actually very different. Because let's say you were to have a 0 attack card in a bog, like a cat lady in a bog, and then you play Warlord. So I do believe that it still goes up to 1. Which is different than Quarterly, because Quarterly still, it changed the stats to 4 and then it gets the nerf, as opposed to Warlord kind of just adds stats on top. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe if you have a cat lady in a bog and you play Warlord, it still does 0. Maybe I'm wrong. I should know that. Anyway, how often do you see a Warlord, small attack guy, and then a bog on the board? It's not very common. This looks like a pretty good hint. Let's see if we could not get aggroed green shadowed again. So annoying. Yeah, I really don't like seeing Lima Pleurodon. It's so good against the Toxic here. How do we play this now? We're playing so hard into Rotobega here. It's so ridiculous. I don't really see what else we can do here. And it's so sad also wasting Toxics like this. Maybe Toxic in 1 is the play, because it still dies pretty badly to the Rotobega. It's just 2 damage to his face. That's the only real difference. Guys, how is the game sound? I have it very low. I just noticed in one of the previous videos it was like really loud. So if you guys right now in the Twitch chat... Did the music stop? The music's still there. It's just a little quiet. It's supposed to be quiet. It's not supposed to be loud game sounds. I'm going to teleport in the Imp Throwing Imp now. Surprise him with this and hopefully hit whatever else he does. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh my god. Okay, so it's... What do I do here? I think I'm really going to need the Toxic Waste Imp in order to carry here. Teleport Toxic is pretty good there, but... I wouldn't mind if this just went to lane 1 now. Yes! It's actually so lucky. Because now I think it's just going to be Toxic. Oh! Okay, so now it's like this. This is so much better. Now Toxic is nice and safe in the water, and we have this environment, which is really cool. So we can still prevent damage, different lane. It looks like this is really the struggle, the really aggressive decks. I wonder, again, huge Gigantacus, you don't have any Bungee, Nibble, Rolling Stone, so it is a little bit hard to deal with like the super aggro decks. Maybe the solution would be a little less late game, like get rid of the blobs. We haven't gotten a chance to play blob, but maybe just running 2 more imposters. It's probably right. What is he gonna grab now? That is totally fine. Look at this play. Devastating. Absolutely diabolical. Hell yeah. And we're also getting the little imposter just to front this, so it completely negates any value that P-Patch could get next turn. Absolutely devastating. So it's going to be Imp Commander in 1, and then Infinity Clone in 3, I believe. This being the more valuable card here. We are not close to lethal. Is there any reason to try to go for Cowboy? It doesn't make sense. Let's refresh our entire hand with this Imp Commander. Very unlikely that he'll read the Imp Commander there and then just go after it. He's looking to get the Toxic Waste Imp. He kind of showed us that. All right, he might have a big Bananasaurus Rex. Luckily, our block meter is full, so it's not going to be too bad. All right. Honestly, it probably does 0. Most likely. And we are drawing 3 cards here. We are ahead in cards now for the rest of the game just on the back of that, which is awesome. Please block. Yes. Yes. I think this is right, because this does open up a couple more things. I'm going to just pass here. I guess we can always play the Infinity Clone in the water. There also might be... See, if he tries, he's going to go after this lane, and then we'll just teleport. Maybe teleport Imp Commander just to put a gravestone there. There's no way we teleport Viking this turn, is there? I mean, it's pretty good. Honestly, if he just plant foods, teleport Viking is the play, because then he can't block, so this guaranteed dies. All right, hard pass. As opposed to putting the Infinity Clone here, then we would not be able to teleport Viking if he plant foods. Right now, if he doesn't plant food, the play is just going to be defensive quarterly here, because this is really... he needs to block and get ultimate and get the 6 damage, and now... That is obviously not in the cards whatsoever. I think I'll burn the tele... Ooh, should I have saved that for next turn defensively? I guess we'll find out. Very little that he can do to get back into the game now that we crushed his big boy. That would have been... We would have been down to 3 if we didn't quarterly there. That was a really, really strong defensive quarterly bonus. Let's see if we can prevent him from blocking here. I would like a 1-cost imp here to go together with this Viking, and we absolutely nailed it. Hell yeah. So the Viking's gonna not go in this environment here. He already used his ultimate. I just don't want him blocking under any circumstances. That's the one thing that could theoretically get him back in the game. And we have an environment now to do extra 2 damage, and bro is toasted on the back of Viking once again. The deck is absolutely coming together so well. Viking, man. Even without quarterly bonus, this was a deck that was worth bringing back. Teleimps with Viking is just... It's just... Alright, you know what? We haven't gotten a chance to blob, and honestly, it's not even necessary in the deck. I'm going to strengthen up the early game of this deck, just giving us a little bit... That was another dangerous close call against an aggro deck, so I think this is going to be, even though the deck's doing fine already. The game we lost and the game we were very close to losing, I think both of them just wanted more imposters. And then also the Mirror Nut game, I think more imposters would have really... We kind of had full lanes. I don't know. But that was 8 games. We got 2 more here. Kamusta. I'm still in the Philippines. I'll be here for another month or 2. I love it here. I'm going to move here someday. I know that already. Graveyard Cowboy. This is not the typical hand that you're looking for, but against Chomzilla, who has no grave removal, this is so strong. So we will hopefully draw into... some early game. It looks like he's going aggressive, so I definitely want to burn this teleport and see if we can get just an early imp here. Anything from I forgot to make the new deck list. I'll put it up for you guys. This is pretty good. We're probably gonna see like a split P. Oh no! So he bonk choi's on 1, nothing on 2. Why did he even bonk choi then? I don't know. I don't get it. So, Imp Throwing Imp, Graveyard looks really good. So we're actually going to spam both environments now. The positioning here is fine. We're gaining the free teleports. Love to see it. Should I have burned the teleport there? I think so, because we're gaining more teleports. But this is guaranteed 12 damage. I mean, just take it to the bank. I don't think there's a card that Chomzilla has that can prevent him from taking most of his health right now. Nope. Honestly, not that scary. This is scary. I'll update the deck list so you guys can get the full picture here. I think maybe I went 4 imposters. I think I'm gonna go more 4 neutron imp, 3 imposter, because the neutron imp with the quarterly bonus is just so good. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. The question is, should I even try to play defensively here or just go for it? You know, this is pretty good. It's pretty damn good here. I think I am. See, the cool thing is this can't be removed. It's Chomzilla. And he thinks whatever is in here is just going to get blocked. Ah, he actually answered that pretty well. There is strike through environment that wins the game right now. So we'll have a 1 in 3. He's not blocking this game. You can just forget about that possibility. If we block now, we've got a 1 in 3 to get strike through environment, which will win the game on the spot. We didn't get it, but we got this, which is very cool. Is going face better here? No. Preventing damage is better because these are actually becoming a little scary, bro. So now what? So I love the cowboy here. There isn't really like plant food, you know, he only has the 6, so this has to be right. He also has no trick removal. So I think it's just teleport imposter is probably the safest way. He might just YOLO lane 1 and that will just win the game for us here. But this, I mean, this cowboy actually dies, cool. But now it's teleport imposter here for the win if he has another water balloon. Really enjoying the fact if we didn't really have this 1 drop, we could theoretically be in some trouble this turn, but this will create lethal somewhere. Yeah, there's some weird situations where Graveyard Viking is really good. That was one of them. We're gonna teleport. So right now we're actually taking 6, and then this one's dying. So the play is actually just gonna be imposter or this one here. I guess it doesn't matter because we have the second cowboy. So we'll make the scoreboard look better by having 9 health here instead of instead of only 5. But that was... He had some pretty good aggression there and good answers to cowboy, but pretty decisive win nonetheless. And that will settle the bets, and we'll do one more game as the cherry on the top. Water balloons does hit amphibious minions. Honestly, people really complain about it and they're calling BS, but like, I think it's fine. I think the solar class having water balloons, you know, especially after it lost Haunted Pumpkin and Cob Cannon took a big hit. It took a lot of hits. I think water balloons hitting amphibious minions, even though I'm running a Toxic Waste Imp deck right now, I think it's totally fine. There's not enough water balloons to like say imps are dead now because of water balloons. It hasn't become meta. I don't think it will either. I don't think control solar is, you know, there's so much better ways of controlling with solar, aka heal. I don't think water balloons is ever going to be meta, you know? 2 early game cards, a teleport, and a quarterly. A fine hand. And I'll settle up the bets here. Congratulations. What? Okay. I was a little confused by the bets. Because I saw 36% voted yes and 64 voted no. I was really confused. It turns out that that's a little misleading. Because 78 people voted yes and only 21 voted no. So there was one person who put 346,000, they put 250,000 fries. 250,000 fries on no. And I'm sorry to say that you are 250,000 fries poorer. Oh my gosh, devastating. 250. Oh my gosh. It was Crimpton. It was Crimpton just bet his life savings on no. I wasn't going to say who it was unless it was exactly Crimpton Elsie. I feel so bad for you. He's a troll. He deserves it. I'm so mean. It's teleport. Imp will play around Twin Sunflower, play around Prime Twin Split Pea. So many twin cards than Chompzilla can have. You should just have an extra head. That would be cool. Alternate skin. They should have made skins for the heroes. How about Chompzilla that just has one extra head? It's just whenever he turns his head, they both turn. That would be awesome. 250. You know what? At the end of the day, the fact that he has 250 is a testament to how loyal of a viewer he's been. He honestly is here every single stream, so shout out to you, Sir Crimpton. I think I'm gonna spam some aggression here. It really just covers the lane so well against. I really want to just play him throwing him here. And then probably just quarterly on for. We can see it? How can you? Oh, you guys can see the summary of the bets? Oh, okay, cool. I kid with Crimpton, but he's been one of the biggest fans coming to the live streams. Everything else, making memes. So thank you. Thanks for being around. We always need a Crimpton in the chat. Bro donated to charity, indeed. Oh, hey, woke up to this. PvP is back online. PvP has been back online since like 12 hours after the update. Like, they took care of it really, really fast. So shout out to whoever you are at PopCap. No one knows who you are, but honestly, thank you for this. Thank you for, we're doing a quarterly bonus deck today. Thank you for moments like this. We actually have guaranteed lethal in 2 if he doesn't cover it, which is so awesome. Should I go for it? I don't think I'm going to Toxic here, even though Toxic Waste Imp is a damn good play. I really want to see if I can cover late, get the quarterly win in lane 2. That would be so ridiculous. I guess he always plays lane 2 though, right? Either way. I have a feeling we're going to just see onion rings here. Yeah, the servers were down for a few hours, so like the game is in such a good place right now. I'm telling you guys, don't worry about the Gatekeeper. I've been really grinding. Nurse, Gatekeeper, and Quarterly have been the 3 cards since those were the big changes. And Gatekeeper is not super problematic. It's a little bit busted. It's a little bit off, but it's not as oppressive as it looks. I'll give you guys more details about that coming up. What do we do here? How is he at 10? Oh yeah, because he healed for 2. So now what? Probably killing this little guy is not the priority, so we're just gonna... Maybe killing the ramp is? He only has 2 cards left. I mean, the most defensive play... we'll miss an imp. I think this is right. Just kill one of these Pepper MDs. Honestly, these are gonna kill us, not the ramp into whatever 2 cards he has, probably. So unfortunately, we didn't get the clean win there. Fishy Imp is so good. It's so much damage, man. This is so great. Finally got a Fishy Imp. See if he chomps it. But we got Teleport, Toxic Waste Imp, and Small Imps next turn. He's taking 7 on the chin. So the Teleports... Okay. Having the option to kill these lanes is really good. It's definitely 2-2-1. That's always the play. The question is like, which... I really kind of want to kill these. The Toxic Waste Imp could be safe in 1. He really does, honestly, he has to just deal with lane 3 and 5 right now because they kill him. So we're probably going to Toxic in 1 and then Leprechaun in 2, and the Toxic will just kill the ramp for free. Yeah, he has to put all of his attention here. So I was thinking like maybe we want the toxic waste imp to live, so I should have maybe opened this lane, but then where does the teleportation zombie go? Why is he not trying to... In fact, we have this play too. I forgot about the... I should probably play the graveyard here. Which is weird. The graveyard is so good. Because it just goes face now. I think it's like this, and then we'll teleport if he blocks. Oh, I guess he's... Oh, he healed. I forgot he healed, so we don't have lethal here. It's still a really good play. It's so much damage. We gotta just try to end this game, you know? Oh my gosh, Viking is so good. So it's Viking. It's just spam Viking. It's gotta be right. And then we can teleport this in if he kills anything. Viking MVP. I don't care, man. He could have Espresso Fiesta here, but yeah, sticking a gravestone in front of this, it's pretty good. We could have put Toxic in the grave. Maybe Toxic Waste Imp in the grave was the play there. I kind of was thinking we're going to spam Toxic in a different lane this turn. And that's guaranteed lethal. Oh, wait, no, it's not. He healed.
Never mind.
So that dies. This dies. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Well, no quarterly bonus now, which is great. So it's going to be teleportation. Where does the toxic want to be? I guess it really doesn't matter, right? And then we'll put leprechaun here. There's no amount of plant foods that are going to do this. There's no trick removal, so we might as well go for the toxic, right? Right. Is there anything he could do here? Plant food? Buff plant food? Still wouldn't be enough. Yeah, the Viking is so devastating there. That is fine. Oh, he's going back up to 5. It's so annoying. Yeah, really, I guess... Do we just spam the toxic waste imp here? And kill this card? I guess we do. But the opponent is still not dead, which is annoying. Very annoying. We have to play around the Espresso Fiesta, so I'll spam this, I guess. There's another Viking. Is teleporting better here? I think it is. He's probably not going to be able to kill. I guess Cob Cannon combo could kill teleportation zombie, though. Would actually be really bad. As long as he doesn't have either a Cob Cannon or... I forgot about water balloons, too. Because honestly, if he kills this and we play the Viking, we can still teleport this in. Well, we can if he... Alright. The Pepper MD wasn't the threat because we have the graveyard here. So there's no, like, Espresso Fiesta happens here. But I guess the good news is now, if he espressos, we can always just put the imp in front of this. That is Espresso Fiesta. This is the deck. He's just banking on us not getting an imp, which we always get. So this is guaranteed. Lethal. Nice try. All right, guys, and that will complete the 9-1. Hell yeah! Obviously, could hardly have gone any better. That was the quarterly Teleimps deck. Really cool. There's so many ideas I have for quarterly. There's so many things that now it's a balanced card. It's actually, I love it because it's such a It's such a challenge. It's like a riddle. Like, how do we figure out quarterly? Thank you, Hex, who just gifted 10 subs. Really appreciate it, Hex. Getting the rare Grass Knuckles emote. So thank you so much for that. If you guys want to see more decks like this and more awesomeness, thank you to the devs again, man. Y'all nailed it, man. Y'all nailed it. I love this game. If you want to see more moments like this, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. This is Fry.